Welcome to Bill's Kitchen. Today we're going to learn how to make the world's best French fries. To start with, you need a good potato. Now this potato weighs about 450 grams. Wrong, it doesn't. This potato weighs 350 grams. This is a good potato. You don't want one that is 450 grams, you want one that's 350 grams, or maybe 300. Not much bigger, as you will see. This will be perfect. You also need a bowl of water. This is just a bowl, and it is 3/4 full with water. I'll explain in a moment why you need that. So right now, I'm going to go and I'm going to peel this potato. Okay, that is the potato. It has now been peeled. But you might wonder where it is. The potato is in the bowl of water. Now the reason it is in the bowl of water is very simple, because if I leave it out on this cutting board and I walk away and I come back in 10-15 minutes time, you will see that it starts to go brown, and that is something we don't want. So the water keeps the potato clean and it keeps it nice and white. So now the next point is cutting, and this is very important. It's important how you cut the potato so you get amazingly wonderful French fries. Right, the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to cut the potato in half. Then I am going to cut very, very thin slices. Now these slices are probably no more than about 4 millimeters across. You will see, if I take this one, you will see that this is incredibly thin, but that's important. So I continue to slice, and now before I slice the next half, I'm going to put this back in the water. Remember what I say? That if you leave it out in the air, they start to get brown. So the other thing is, make sure that you have a sharp knife. You cannot make French fries, you cannot cut potatoes if you have a blunt knife. It is very, very important that you're able to cut very, very small, thin slices of potato. Now the next thing I do is I take each slice that I've already cut, and I'm now going to cut this into incredibly small, thin pieces. So out of that one piece, I have now got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 French fries. And you see that each one of them is probably no more than about 4 millimeters square. Put those back in the water. Next piece. Back in the water. So I've been slicing away, and now I'm just on the last 2 pieces of potato that needed to be sliced into beautiful French fries. So here are our French fries. I'm throwing the water onto the table. So here they go, and I'm going to leave them in the water now while I prepare the oil. So now we're ready to fry the French fries. So I'm choosing to use a wok. Some people like to cook in a very deep frying pan, or even in a saucepan, or a special French fried or chip frying pan, but the wok is okay. I'm going to use rice bran oil because I like this, it's very healthy. And I now put my oil into, now how much? Well, that's a good question. Enough is the answer. So I have now put the oil in, and I will check its depth. Let's see if we can find something. Okay, So this is, at the moment, it's probably about 10 millimeters deep. I might just put a little bit more in. I think it needs just a tad more. So there we go. Right. So now I'm going to, let's see. Okay, so if you want to see the depth, there we go. This is the depth, right? This is the depth of the oil. Now, if we want to measure that, I would think it is about 10 millimeters. Around about that is okay. So now we'll turn the heat on and we'll let this oil heat up. Now, the important thing is to know when the oil is hot enough. Now, it's going to take a few moments, so we're just going to leave that and I'm going to come back in just a second. Okay, so I have now let the oil heat up for about a minute and a half, and I'm going to check. I'm going to take a French fry. Notice they're still in the water. Shake the water off and throw it in. Now, immediately you can see that the French fry is starting to bubble. So that means that the oil is hot enough. So now I'm going to take the French fries out of the water and I'm going to put them in. And you can, oh, that lovely sizzling sound. Oh, this is going to be wonderful. Right, now what we also need to do now is just to spread them around like that so that they are well distributed. And we're not going to do anything with them, we're just going to leave them. In fact, what I'm going to do is I am now going to cover that. I'm going to turn the fire down to halfway so I can just hear the bubbling and the frying going on, and I'm going to set my timer to 8 minutes. So you want to set the timer to 8 minutes. This is 8 minutes, and I'm going to set that going and I'm listening and I'm going to come back in just a moment. But in the meantime, after about 2 or 3 minutes, and maybe every 2 or 3 minutes, what you should do is just lift the top and just move them around a little bit, because if you don't, you will find that they will actually stick to each other. So just move them around a little bit, put the top back on and leave them. Now they're bubbling away beautifully. Can you see that? Oh, marvelous. Nice sound. You see that I have left it alone. I've not come back. I've not disturbed it. So now it's after. It's now at about 4 minutes to go, and they're beautiful here. They're still frying. So now I'm going to turn this. I'm going to turn the heat up a little bit. Remember, we put it down to half. So now I'm going to turn it up. Make it a little bit hotter because I want it to really crisp the outside and make it brown. So leave the top on, and now I'm going to come back in 3 minutes time and we're going to look at some beautiful French fries. Okay, so it's now just coming up to the 8-minute mark, and any second now we'll have the timer go off and we'll have a buzz and we'll be able to take the top off, and I'll take the top off now. So what we can see now is that we have got some French fries that are just starting to go golden. So let's have a look, see if we can bring this down to see these beautiful, 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 beautiful golden French fries. Now that's not a very good picture, so I'm going to move it around. Now here we go. So now we've got our beautiful French fries. What I'm going to do is to take them out of the wok, and I'm going to put them on this kitchen towel. This is white tissue kitchen towel, and what this does, it absorbs all the oil that is coming off the French fries when you take them out of the wok. So there we go, we just spread them about there. By the way, this oil that's in here, do not throw it away. It can be used. So just let it cool down, and then you can either strain it or you can leave it as it is. So don't throw it away, it's perfectly capable to be used again. So I'm just going to tap these French fries with the paper just to take the oil off. I'm also going to get some salt, and I'm going to just sprinkle the French fries with salt. That's nice, that's beautiful. And then I'm going to bring my plate. You can see my plate that is here. And I am going to transfer these wonderful French fries from here onto the plate. Doesn't that look wonderful? Look at that golden color. That's really, really very nice and crispy. They're not too well done. They're just perfect. And you can have these now as a snack while you're watching television. And from the start to the finish, from starting to peel our potato until our French fries on the plate is just 15 minutes. Just 15 minutes. That's all for perfect French fries. Look at that beautiful French fry. Just look at that. Isn't that marvelous? Crispy. It's nice and crispy on the outside, and it's wonderfully soft on the inside. These are so good. In fact, I can almost eat them all right now. You see, a good French fry like this is crispy on the outside, and then inside it's still white and it's still soft. So there you go. That is how you make amazingly wonderful French fries in just 15 minutes. This is Bill's Kitchen. Go cook your French fries and enjoy.